Betty Boulay, and I hope you're doing well. It's warm and breezy here in the South, and everything's going well. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I just want to say, we must be some very important people because we cannot catch a break. We are being studied all the time. They will study us when they won't study themselves. Now they're studying how many of us celebrate Black History Month. Now, why would that be of any interest to anybody? How many Black people celebrate Black History Month? Well, that's what I just came across. Study finds 76% of Black Americans celebrate Black History Month. Well, we really need to raise that to 96% at least, since people are so concerned about it. This is utterly absurd to me. We don't ever read anything about how many Chinese celebrate Chinese New Year's, or I don't even know what the Hispanics celebrate. I don't know what anybody else celebrates, including white people, except Halloween. So, Black History Month, really? Honestly, I wouldn't want anybody to know I was that obsessed with them. A new study is shining a light on how many Black Americans celebrate Black History Month. The report by a large group found that while 26% of Americans celebrate Black History Month, 76% of Black Americans celebrate the month. The most common way Black Americans celebrate the month is by supporting Black-owned businesses. 58% of Black respondents indicated this is how they celebrate the month, though 48% said they celebrate by educating themselves on Black history and culture. Well, if you know American history and culture, you're already halfway there, over halfway there. So I guess they're studying to see how Black people are celebrating and how Black people are spending money so they can figure out how to capitalize on Black History Month. Okay? Always trying to find a way to get in Black people's pocketbook. Black History Month is the brainchild of Carter G. Woodson, born in 1875 in New Canton, Virginia, to two formerly enslaved, illiterate parents. Woodson earned his Ph.D. from Harvard University. I don't know why they felt the need to stick in illiterate. If they were enslaved, it was against the law for them to learn how to read and write and be literate. In 1915, Carter G. Woodson started the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History with a goal of teaching, preserving, researching, and making public the history of African Americans. In 1926, Woodson launched Negro History Week to be celebrated in the second week of February. He wanted the holiday to align with the birthdays of former President Lincoln and scholar and abolitionist Frederick Douglass. In 1976, President Ford extended the week-long recognition to a full month to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout the country. And that is absolutely true. And if you want to know what those accomplishments are, watch this channel and my Black American Lineage channel. This is all about the accomplishments of Black Americans, although this channel has a little bit of current events and a little messy culture thrown in for good measure. Today, 66% of Black respondents said the month is important to the Black community in general, while 41% said it is important to non-Black Americans to celebrate or acknowledge Black History Month. Well, they need to know what the accomplishments are of Black Americans, many of these accomplishments made against terrible odds. So everybody needs to be aware of the history. Social media is doing a pretty good job this year of pointing out the accomplishments of African Americans, sometimes little known facts about Black Americans that people really didn't know and many don't want to know because it's going to set to lie a lot of the things that they believed. I think we're doing a decent job this year of informing people of our history. This survey comes at a time when the instruction of Black history is facing scrutiny around the country. Well, yes, it's facing scrutiny. When you call yourself the dominant society and you're superior to everybody, and you look around and see that the people that you say are minorities and that they are subordinate to you have more history than you do, and that they're actually proud of their history and can tell you what the history is, and your children don't even know what their history is, yeah, it's facing scrutiny, and they don't want it taught. So, nothing to see here. Nothing surprising about this. In 2021, at least 18 states have imposed bans or restrictions on teaching topics of race and gender, according to Educational Week magazine. Some of these bans have led to the banning of books written by Black authors. Well, the good news is that there's no book that can be banned at a school that you can't find somewhere else, like Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So, it's just a minor disruption, but, it doesn't stop progress from moving on. So when they say white Americans fear Black Americans, it's not just physical fear. There is a fear among them, I do believe, as I have heard, that they fear that Black Americans, in their full pride of their history and culture, will start feeling superior to white people the way they've always felt. And so that's why they're trying to ban all of this teaching of Black history, because they don't want their children, as this Alabama law says, they don't want their children to feel guilty about anything that foreparents have done in the past. They don't want them to be ashamed. And they don't want Black people poking it in their faces. So that's a lot of this. A lot of it is just hysteria. That now the truth has come to the light. And so now this is something for us to be afraid of, as opposed to embracing the history and explaining the history and moving forward. So anyway, y'all, be nice. Don't go out into the world feeling superior to anybody. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.